Yo, what is good, Bears Nation? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We have some more breaking news, notes, highlights, and observations from the first day of Chicago Bears padded practice, and this was a very interesting day. We found out a lot in terms of starters at some positions, as well as I'm going to be breaking down who looked good at. Or I think this is day 7, but either way, the first padded practice has come. It is finally here, and this is when things get very intriguing for the rest of the season. So before we get into the video, before we get into all the details of practice, make sure you guys do me a favor and smash that like button to help the video get out to all the Bears fans out there. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will be covering everything you guys need to know when it comes to free agent signings, trades, training camp, preseason and regular season games, as well as live streaming games. So if you want to watch some Bears games with me throughout the season, make sure you guys join the family, turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we post a video and go live for a game. Now, the one thing to note was the offense has looked good over the past few days. However, in today's the first padded practice day, they looked very up and down. They had some good plays, they had some bad plays, and one of the good plays is right there. Great catch by, I believe that is Chase Claypool in the back right of the end zone. But things started off great for the offense early on in practice. Justin Fields found DJ Moore on a 5-yard slant, which Moore turned into, I believe, a 60-yard gain before he was pushed out of bounds by Eddie Jackson. And then the defense rebounded with consecutive run stops, and then the offense was forced to go into a three and out. So that wasn't good. So the defense really started picking up after that big, play. And then after an incompletion to Chase Claypool on the first play of a new 2-minute drill, Fields connected with Tyler Scott on a 48-yard bomb to set him up on the 22-yard line. Fields then gained 5 yards on a scramble play, and then finding DJ Moore for a 17-yard touchdown. So very up and down day for the offense. They looked good to the beginning. They slowed down for the second half, and then the third period they looked absolutely amazing. So DJ Moore is someone that stood out in this practice. Got a couple of big-time plays by Justin Fields. Tyler Scott got a big bomb. We all know what he can bring as a speed threat down the field. So continue to look for them trying to find him getting down open down the sideline or whatnot. Now, the defense, like we said, it found a lot of success through the run game. The offense, the run style of the offense couldn't really find any holes. The defense was plugging it up, and you got to give a lot of credit to DeMarcus Walker, who's been looking amazing so far in camp. You also got Justin Jones and Zach Pickens and Gervon Dexter, Travis Bell. All these guys are really stepping up into their role. They're really trying to just be better in stopping the run, and that's what they showed in the first day of padded practice, and that's what we really want to see. I mean, when the pads were on, we couldn't really tell which of the running backs were looking good. The D line really didn't do anything crazy because on run plays they can't really touch anybody. So now they can, and now they've been looking very, very well. So see if they can continue to do that, because this is going to be a big part of the defense, man. The linebackers, the front four, those guys are going to really have to be able to stop the run, because the secondary is good, man. The secondary looks insanely good with Jalen Johnson, Jaquan Brisker, Eddie Jackson. Tyreek Stevenson has been absolutely amazing, and then you got Kyler Gordon as well. So I think the secondary is set. I think they can continue to develop a little bit more, but if this run defense is really, really good throughout the season, I think it is only going to help the secondary get better because they're so young. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the chemistry building between not only Justin Fields and DJ Moore, but also Chase Claypool has been getting in there with Justin Fields a lot. They've been earning a lot of reps together. They've been finding each other on a lot of open routes. So that is a very good sign for Bears fans. I think they have 3, maybe even 4 wide receivers that have been lighting it up in camp so far. Maybe Darnell Mooney not so much, just because they've been very conservative. And there you go, Chase Claypool in the back of the end zone. But they've been very conservative with Darnell Mooney so far, as he gets a touchdown in the back right corner again. But overall, I feel like the offense is really starting to, pick up steam here and develop some sort of nice chemistry, and I think that is something that is exciting to see. And like we talked about before, Gervon Dexter and Zach Pickens are 2 guys who are really standing out, and I honestly would not be surprised if, come a couple of weeks from now, they're both the starters in the interior of this defensive line, but I definitely expect them to be starters in the interior of the defensive line at some point within this season. I mean, they're just that good. They've been showing showing out so well. And, with the first day of pads on, man, you can make a first impression, but they did a lot more than that, man. They did a good job just showing their talent, showcasing what they can bring as a defensive lineman at the NFL level. So hopefully they continue to show that going forward. We saw a lot of Tyreek Stevenson versus Terrell Smith. Those guys are really going at it, trying to win that job. So that is something that we'll see which one of those guys can emerge as, the cornerback two opposite of Jalen Johnson. Now, comment down below, who do you guys think it will be, Tyreek Stevenson or Terrell Smith? They're both looking very, very good so far in camp. Let me know who you guys think can win that job. We also saw Darnell Wright. He's really ramping up his play style with the pads on. He's looking good. He's starting to really figure it out here in Chicago. So that is another good thing. I feel like it's been nothing but good news here for the Bears going forward, man. Jaquan Brisker had, one of the plays of the day. Just good news, man. Good news for the Chicago Bears. They're continuing to ramp up this offense. Look to be one of the most maybe improved teams going into next season with the additions they've made, with the draft picks that they've made. I feel like this team is really has good potential right now. So hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. Comment down below who you think is going to be the most improved player for the Bears next season. While also go check out Underdog Fantasy. The link is in the description. If you want to use my promo code, I'm going to be drafting almost every single Sunday and live streaming it. So if you want to join some drafts with me throughout the season, make sure you guys go check out Underdog Fantasy, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. And if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.